48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30. We can look at this Patriots defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
All right.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flag.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Patriots defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Rager, the man in motion. Hall on a give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Second and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
We are going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Chris Board, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took out more importance, and they got it done.
Now Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Chaz Surratt, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
That is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Jets 3, Patriots.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Jets 40.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To the right side, this is Stevenson. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 44 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Over here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 1. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. Here's a diving catch right side. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets it underneath to Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Rodgers. This ball complete to Rager. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. 23 yards to pick up there. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Wide left.
They'll go again with Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Wide left.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are once again back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring.
And all the way in, touchdown, New York! Breece Hall with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. They're going to come down this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now Jones on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Elliott. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own and regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Jones steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here we go. 11, 21, 21, 21. 12, 12, 12.
They'll try and throw for it here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And just shutting him off there. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here we go.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Omaha, touch.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards that time.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Nice play from Smith-Schuster to get the 1st down, and he rejuvenated his career in a 1-year stop with Kansas City last season. And the Patriots aggressively targeted him in free agency, hoping to jumpstart their offense.
A give for Stevenson, running right. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down and 3.
12.
They run once more with Stevenson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Jones got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Stevenson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a... Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing is Rodgers. And complete, right side to Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Here's Jones. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 34-yard
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he goes out right around the 39. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
It's a gain of 6. And the Patriot first down.
21.
Jones now on 1st and 10.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Hall again. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
6:30.
Now Rodgers. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Jones. To Henry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Jones.
That one complete. Elliott fighting his way through contact.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Ryland on for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Jets 24.
35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now a 2nd and 6.
Inside.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.